Hey, Husker fans, Evan Bland here with Tom Shatel, Omaha World-Herald. Tom Shatel's Press Pass coming from the Hawks Center today. It's a Tuesday. Heard from Matt Rhule on a bye week. About 20 minutes of a lot of interesting stuff, I thought,
yeah.
Tom. We had some injury updates. The big thing right off the jump, Marcus Washington, senior receiver, out for the season with a torn ACL. The receiver room was already decimated.
Yeah.
Xavier Betts had left. Isaiah Garcia-Castaneda was already out for the year. So they're working through some things here, Tom. What's your impression of where this offense can go now that one of their better playmakers is sidelined?
Yeah, but I saw Coach Rhule walk into the room, and I've already seen him twice now, kind of with his head down, and the body language was, something had happened, and it was Marcus Washington's news. That's terrible. I mean, he hadn't done a lot, but he finally made a big play. It was a great play Friday night on the catch, and then he gets hurt. And it's like, what else could happen? Receivers, they're trying to run the ball. It's become a run-based power offense, a little more option, a lot of quarterback run game. But you got to have receivers to loosen things up. Every defense is going to load up the box, try to take away, Harburg and Grant and anybody else who's got the ball. So eventually they got to throw it downfield. So we're going to see the new kids on the block, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see a little more Alex Bullock as we've seen. Thomas Fidoni, I'm sure, at tight end. But Malachi Coleman had his coming out party a little bit, his first career catch at Illinois. Ty Hahn had his first career catch. He's been there for a while. Some of the freshmen, Jaden Doss. The other part of the offense that was really interesting today was we heard Matt Rhule kind of go into depth on Anthony Grant. And he was asked how he's doing, sort of from a health perspective, and Rhule said, he's not doing great by me.
Not
with the fumbling. What did you take away from what he talked about, just with ball security and where Anthony Grant is right now?
Just frustration. Coaches can only do so much. What's the punishment supposed to be? You don't play ever again. He needs him on the field, but he needs him on the field, not holding the ball like this, not out here. Mm-hmm. So. Interesting to hear him say Tom Osborne was watching film with him yesterday, pointing out how Harburg holds the ball the right way. Like he used the term. I think he used the term beautiful. He holds the ball beautifully.
Yeah.
But they're frustrated with Grant because he's just one of those things in his head where he's never held it. He said his whole career, his whole life, he's held the ball that way.
Out, yeah.
And they're trying to change that. And that's tough to do in a short term. So that's kind of where things are, man. This offense is running out of playmakers, and the ones they got to hold on to the ball. So it's kind of what else can happen. But I'm really looking forward to second half with the young receivers. I think energy could really help. Depending on how fast they get used to things and start making plays, I can really help the offense. I think, I keep those defenses honest, and I'm looking forward to the quarterback situation in the second half. I don't think we've seen the last of Jeff Sims. I think Harburg is doing well. Needs to do better, but he's handling things. But they're still probably going to need both guys. So. But this is a well-timed bye week.
Yeah, Matt Rhule said there's going to be a lot of self-scout this week, a lot of recruiting, and then you look forward to Northwestern coming to town in the second half. I thought what he said about the second half was pretty apt. He said, we can beat anyone left on our schedule, and we can be beaten by anyone left on the schedule. And it does feel like there's not that Michigan there that you're kind of looking at, you're dreading. There's not that Group of Five team. It does feel like Nebraska's going to be in this thing if it can play clean football down the stretch.
Yes, that's a great point. And what I'm looking for, they've got 4 home games left. I think there's something about this team, especially the defense. They're easy to root for. They're underdogs. They're fighters. They're scrappers. It's kind of a no-name defense. They don't really have a lot of like superstars, really hardly any. But but they play hard, they hit hard. I think a home crowd can really rally around a defense like that, especially if they're getting turnovers. So they need to keep the turnover thing going. I'm looking forward to these four home games. Maybe they get them over the hump for the bowl game, and I kind of riding the defense all the way to the end, and maybe getting a little bit more offense going. You never know how that's going to go.
All right. Well, Nebraska's not taking the rest of the week off. We're not taking the rest of the week off.
Right.
You guys can, as Husker fans, take the week off, watch some other games, go to the pumpkin patch, spend some time with your kids, get some housework done, whatever it might be, and read the Omaha World-Herald and follow us.
Yeah.
For Tom, I'm Evan. World-Herald, Tom Shatel's Press Pass. Thanks for watching.